She's your queen to be, a queen to be forever.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't XY, just check out the channel. And today, we're going to teach you how to date a woman in the entertainment area, in the entertainment industry. You don't. In the discussion. You don't. In the discussion. It's over. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see you next time. Peace. I'm just kidding. What's going on? Welcome, everybody here. Shout out to people that's coming in the room. Shout out to people that are watching live. Shout out to people who will be watching the replay. I felt as though after seeing how the world is changing, right? The world is changing, meaning as though if you're older than, I'll say, about maybe 25, maybe if you was born in the 80s or born in the 90s, you'll remember there was a time when like adult content was looked down on. Sexuality wasn't a big thing. Like everybody trying to hide it behind doors, and like certain careers were frowned upon because it would make it hard to be in a relationship. We are so far gone out of that time that we need to act as men and women. We need to have a conversation about what it takes to date someone in the entertainment industry. And this includes singers and rappers. This includes a bottle girl or a bartender. This includes exotic dancers, pros, and even OnlyFans workers. Now, here's the thing. We're going to have to address this. I feel as though we're going to have to address this from two different aspects. And I think this is probably going to be the baseline of how things go. We're going to have to address it from a local standpoint, which in the United States, and an international standpoint, because the cultures are different. Like, not just one place, but the cultures are different between international and in the United States. So we're going to have to break that apart there. Well, of course, we're going to start in the United States. And I guess we're going to start by just talking about what a relationship is, or what dating, what is considered dating a person. We're not going to talk about relationships because that's a whole nother thing. We're just going about dating a woman. When I consider dating is when you are showing a woman off, whether you're taking her out to eat, she can be seen with you on YouTube, or she can be seen with you on a daily basis. Let's even go a little bit into the relationship as far as you claim her. All that falls under the dating or the relationship aspect. We're not just talking about she comes over 2 o'clock in the morning. We're not counting those. We're counting the ones that you welcome to be seen or be attached to your name. So that's what I want to put that baseline down when we say, how do you or would you date someone in the industry? I want to put that baseline down that dating is in that interest of what we're talking about. We also need to discuss the factors that come with having a woman in the industry, in the entertainment industry, attached to your name. So, and the first thing I want to do is shout out everybody in the room right now. JM, what's going on? Director says you don't. Kings and Dreams is in the building. Chestnut locked in. What's good, man? Brandon Banks, what it do? And Lou Tripp, what's going on? Shout out to everybody in the room. Hope you guys hit the like button while you came in or on your way out when you're watching it. All right, so check this out. I feel as though you have to separate each industry, but on an overall aspect, I feel as though you can date or even get in a relationship with women who are entertainers. Let's start with the easiest one. Let's say a woman is a singer. Let's start with telling you why people may have an issue with each class. Okay, so check this out. You are, let's say you're 9 to 5. Let's say you work at the post office, right? Or let's say you work in a marketing 500 company, right? And everybody, you take pride in your job. You take pride in everybody knowing you. Everybody knows you for doing good things. And then you meet a woman who's very attractive and who you want to date. And you ask her, what does she do? And she says, oh, well, right now, I'm in school, or I'm working at like Dunkin' Donuts, but I rap, or I'm a singer. Well, now you have to think about this. If I'm going to carry you around, if I'm going to attach my name to your name, and I know you're a singer, if you're really into the career of singing or rapping, then I know you're going to end up running into whether celebrities or promoters or people who are going to try to take advantage of the fact that you are trying to become somewhat famous or well known for singing or rapping or doing something like that. Now, if you're my girlfriend, or if I'm dating you, I have to come to a point where I'm thinking, okay, what's the odds that she's banging out a bunch of guys to get to where she needs to get? Now, she might be a wholesome woman. She might be trustworthy, and you're not in a relationship, so it shouldn't matter, right? Well, here's the issue. If you're walking down the street and you're treating a woman, you're going out, you're seen going out with a woman, you're spending money on a woman because you're courting, not spending money, but you're courting the woman, and she's getting dogged out by people that's trying to put her in the industry, well, then that makes you look bad. That kind of takes away from your I guess respect on a certain level. So I can see why that could be an issue. But even with that, on the other side of the coin, if she chooses to be with you and she shows time over time that she chooses to be with you, you can have confidence until it appears otherwise. So that's on the singer or rapper aspect, because what's the odds that she's going to run into some big time rapper that's going to want to just dog her out, maybe give her a quick thou to have some fun, and then that rapper will go out blabbing about everything and then make you look bad by being with her. It's not really odd, unless she's known for that. You know what I mean? And that's another object of it. Now let's talk about bartenders and bottle girls, right? So when you're dating a woman who's a bartender or a bottle girl, it becomes a little bit more difficult to trust than someone who might be a singer or or a rapper or something. Somebody trying to get into the music industry. The reason why I say this is because now you have a woman who on the daily runs into guys who are willing to spend money all willy-nilly, and who want to, especially if she looks good, who wants to impress them by doing things like leaving a big tip or stuff like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're dating a bottle girl, and it also does matter in what city. It does matter in what city. That plays a part. And we'll go to shout out some new people that came out of the room, but that plays a part too. Because think about this. If she's a bottle girl in Oklahoma, all right. She's a bottle girl in Maine. Okay. She's a bottle girl in Boston, in Chicago. If she's a bottle girl in, Kansas, you might be able to date her, and people see, they go into friendship. They go into friendship mode. They, oh, she's a bottle girl. We like her because she always gives us the real liquor. She don't give us the fake liquor. Ain't nobody really trying to hit on her. Okay. But when you start to talk about LA, New York, Miami, Las Vegas, Texas, Houston, well, now you got to start weighing out the good and bad. Like, how do I go about dating this woman? And I know she's consistently running into celebrities. She's consistently running into dope boys who don't care how they spend their money. She's consistently coming home late night. And I mean, yes, I always believe in trust, but verify. And sometimes you really can't verify that without getting your feelings hurt. I would never suggest a man to go through a woman's phone. If it comes to the point of you having to go to her phone to make sure she's, not doing something crazy, just leave her. No point. But I think this class of women, and this is going to be, we still haven't reached the pros or the exotic dancers yet, or the OnlyFans women. But I do believe that bartenders and bottle girls are probably at the top of the most difficult to date, because of their interactions. Now let me shout some more people that came out in the room. Howard Cooper, what it do, man? And Chad, oh yeah, you know Chad know about the bottle girls. You know Chad, shout out to Chad. He's down in Miami. He got the exchange thing popping on the weekends. Check him out if y'all go down there, man. It's like, this is my perspective. We haven't reached the pros. Like I said, we haven't reached the pros or the OnlyFans women or even the exotic dancers yet. We'll go into that next. But the bottle girls, I feel as though, are at the top of the list of the hardest to date in the entertainment industry. Now let's go to, before we get to pros, let's go to exotic dancers, and let's just go to exotic dancers, because I want to separate exotic dancers, because not all exotic dancers are pros. Not all exotic dancers give it up, can get paid for their time. So let's put pros and OnlyFans girls or women on the same level, and let's do exotic dancers now. Okay. Now, dating an exotic dancer can be a benefit, and it could be a liability. Because here's the thing: if an exotic dancer wants to date you, right? If she wants to date you, she wants to be seen with you, she wants to go out and do stuff with you, and you're not always spending money, but she wants to hang out with you. There's two levels. She might want to hang out. Excuse me. She might want to hang out with you because you're always spending money, or she might want to just hang out with you because she likes who you are. Two different levels. Now, if she just likes who you are, she's hanging out with you, you pretty much have nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear, because here's the thing: she sees men every day at work. Men give her money every day at work. She has a set group of principles she stands by. Maybe she doesn't give it up. Maybe she does. But if she wants to be seen with you outside of work on a regular, odds are, and I've had a lot of exotic dancers in my history. You guys probably check the show. You can hear some of the videos. If an exotic dancer wants to be with you and wants to date you, to be seen with you outside of the club, even if it's not a relationship, then I don't know why it's an issue. It could probably never be. It's very easy to do, because here's the thing: first of all, she's an exotic dancer, which means she probably has some good looks to her, right? Secondly, she's envied by a lot of other men that want her, but yet she chooses to show you off, which is another sign that, okay, well, maybe I can walk with this. And thirdly, when you're walking down the street with an exotic dancer who looks super good, it doesn't take away from her. Even if she's known for, and like I said, we're separating the pro part. Even if she is known for getting butt naked and dancing in the club and stuff, it's a different vibe. It's a totally different vibe. And you definitely can walk down the street with her and be dope. You can go to the club with her. You do YouTube videos with her. You guys seen me. You guys seen an episode of my channel. If you haven't already, I don't want to play it now. We'll play more videos after we get to the question part, and later on we'll do the Tinder swiping, because I'm going to Miami this weekend. But you guys see me. If you're new to this channel, you haven't seen it, just type in OnlyFans in my playlist, and you'll see me at Sunrise in Patterson with a bad stripper joint. And you see me after the strip club, walking with her, doing stuff. We went to go get some eat. You see all this fly stuff, because if an exotic dancer, and I don't want to call strippers, if an exotic dancer chooses to be seen with you in public, bruh, I don't even see how you can see that being an issue with dating her. Let me see. Kings of Dreams says, any woman that benefits financially off her looks, OnlyFans, bartender, stripper, is shaky. I don't know if I don't completely agree with that, because of the fact that most women benefit off their looks. It's rare to find a woman who has a career that doesn't benefit off her looks. Even if she's in the top executive seat, bro, her looks played a part. I mean, you don't have to agree with me. You can kind of say, oh, no. She can say, oh, no, I worked this hard. I did this. No. In my perspective, her looks played a part for her getting the position she's at. It's just no way around it. So, yeah, man. And shaky could be a good terminology about it, man. QB Passport Flexing. What's going on, man? Shout out to QB Passport Flexing. I hope you check out Kings and Dreams channel. He got a dope channel on YouTube. Passport Flexing got a dope channel on YouTube. He just starting to. And check them out, man. Global Paper, Brazil and Die. Models and bottles for life. Investments to die. Rooftops for life, man. Let me see. It's this app called Show Around in what? I'm gonna look that up after this, man. But in what? Let me see. DMR, what's going on? DMR in the building. Yes. All right, so Chad here once again. Preface to Chad. Chad runs. He's a promoter. He runs a nightclub during the weekend in Miami. So you know he's gonna have some strong points. So make sure y'all listen. He says, "Stay away. Don't date actresses, singers, models, bartenders, bottle girls, waitresses. Wow, waitresses too, strippers, nurses, flight. Hey, yo, Chad, bro, Chad. I was hyping you up, Chad, but man, you listen to a lot of stuff not to date, man. Nurses, flight attendants, teachers, personal trainers, OnlyFans, cam girls, pros, HR professionals, man. Chad's a wild boy, man. He's a wild boy. All right, so we ended up before we go to the next comment, we ended up with he said my hat games was too. All right, so we ended up with talking about exotic dances, right? So now we're going to go to pros, and as we go to pros, we're going to have to dip a little bit into the international aspect of it because you know pros aren't legal in the United States, and pro relationships outside of the United States are looked at completely different. So we're going to dip into the pros and the OnlyFans women, cam girls, whatever you want to call them. All right, so check this out. Now that I said that the top was bottle girls and in the entertainment field, the top shakiest or most difficult to really date and or even be like wanting to seen around is going to be bottle girls and bartenders. And then underneath bottle girls and bartenders, and it's going to sound crazy, but I'll explain why, it's going to be pros and OnlyFans models. Now here we go why. Okay. So now if we dip into the OnlyFans model, I'm presuming that most OnlyFans women either get nude on their live cams, or they get sexual with themselves, or they get sexual with other people, but they build up a large fan or supporter base, right? They can pretty much have the pick of the litter of who they want. Pros, for the most part, unless she's a super unattractive pro, she can pretty much have whatever she wants. And we'll probably say the pros for a little bit after we talk about the OnlyFans because we're going to go international with that. But a woman can have OnlyFans, and you can still kind of walk around with her if she's bad and she carries herself on OnlyFans in a certain way. Now, here's the thing. Me personally, I don't feel comfortable walking around with an OnlyFans model if she's getting dogged out. I mean, DP'd and body drop. If she's getting buck wild with mad brothers on OnlyFans, then it's almost improbable for me to fathom that I would want to be seen walking down the street with her, even if we're just dating or going to an event with her, because that takes away from my character and my brand. It takes away from my brand to be seen with this woman who, unless I'm dogging her out too, and I got video footage of the stuff. But even then, it's a lot of factors that got to come into play. It's got to be either another woman there, because the whole thing is, if you being seen huggy, is probably male chauvinist, whatever. If you being seen huggy duggy on this woman and she getting dogged out on P-Hub or she getting dogged out on OnlyFans, bro, your brand comes down. I just can't fathom your brand not coming down that way. Now, if she's on OnlyFans and she's making content like the women, so there are OnlyFans women making content who just like clapping their cheeks or getting naked doing stretches and stuff, or women that are just dancing and women that maybe play with themselves. All that stuff on OnlyFans, you can still be cool walking down the street with her because now it still brings your brand up, if not at least keeps it level. Because it's like, all right, well, she ain't on P-Hub doing anything with anybody. She ain't getting dogged out, but she bad, so you're gonna have a lot of people envious of you because of it. But like I said, it really depends on what she's doing. Now, pros, here's a go. When it comes to pros, the biggest thing, and we'll get back to y'all comments because I see a lot of people came in the room, 36 people. Hope you hit the like button. When it comes to pros, there is a difference between national and international. But most importantly, there's a difference between known and non-known pros. And it might go different than you really think it would go. Here's the reason why. If it's a non-known pro, right, which means she's not a big quality pro where a lot of people go after her and go for, right? But people see her. That could kind of bring your brand down. Now, we're not talking about relationships. We're just talking about being seen with them, dating and doing courting type activities like going to the movies or going to play golf or she's going to get some dinner or some lunch. All that stuff can be looked at a little bit weird. Well, not weird, but just it could be kind of looked down on like, all right, bro, you paying, you taking her to Komodo in Miami and you paying $150 to treat her out. You buying her this nice dress. You got her looking fly. But when I was in her country, I was paying 60, 40, 30 ball for it, 40 ball for it. See, that might take it down. No matter how she looked, that might bring your brand down. But that's subjective. It's really subjective because I've seen some women who a lot of men know was a pro. A lot of women that have been pros. But then I see a lot of dudes, you know, either taking them out or, you know, posting up all lovey-dovey with them. And like I said, we all make mistakes and we all have errors. We all have our faults. So it's not me. This is not me blaming anybody or downplaying anybody. And we're going to get to the comments next. This is not me downplaying anybody. This is just me speaking from my perspective because even on my videos, you'll see me maybe like if a cute pro, you might see me kissing one pro. Now, I mean, now here's where I differ a little bit. I'm not going to go in the club, meet a woman, and kiss her like that. That's not, and I know she's a pro. That's not going to happen. But in certain situations, if I meet you in the club, you come back to my crib, we hang out, you take a shower, we have our fun, then we come back out and we in a club or something. It might happen. It just really depends. I'm a sucker for cute faces. I'm not really the body type. I like the woman with bad body, but a cute face is the first thing I see. So yeah, that sometimes. And so I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I do it sometimes too. That's me. I'm not down on nobody. I'm just saying it's something to be looked upon, man. Let me get to your comments, man, because I know y'all been making comments for a minute. Let me see. He said, yes, I met 2 girls off a show around. In Mexico, I mean, QB passport. I've been doing Tinder swiping. We're gonna do Tinder swiping in Miami after this, but I've been doing Tinder swiping and applied to Carmen, and boy, this junk been going off. So where the show around, man? I don't know what show. If you can't say here, then it's cool. Just give me a tip on what it is, or I'll just check it later. Oh, you definitely got it, man. Okay. Another, it's legit. I agree with Chad for the most part. If it's just bodies, it don't matter. But if it's nurses and are the biggest, here's the thing, though, man. Like, I don't see how, in that aspect, I don't see how a nurse or a flight attendant can bring your brand down because that's a prestigious type job. I mean, you a nurse now. You might have a big debt, but just the face card of it. Oh, you work as a nurse and you look like this. I know some bad nurses, man. Listen, what? Let's see. I'm saving y'all the headache. Y'all don't want those problems. I've dealt with plenty of women, thousands of them. Those are the worst ones, very promiscuous. Like I said, the thing is not as much as about a woman being promiscuous, which makes it hard to be seen courting or court a woman in the entertainment industry. That's not the biggest thing that the promiscuous. The biggest thing is that people know. So like a nurse may be promiscuous, but they might not put themselves out there like that. They might not be all over Instagram, tooted all up. They might not be on YouTube and mad different videos or mad different pictures with mad different dudes. So it's a little bit different that way. But you know, entertainment, the rapper chick, she gonna be with a bunch of dudes because she want to be seen with other people. The singer chick, she gonna be with a bunch of dudes. The exotic dancer, she gonna be with a bunch of dudes too. And that's where I think the problem comes in at, man. Crazy showroom where local people show you around the city. Oh, they give you real authentic tours through their eyes, both touristic and non-touristic part. Sound like Via Hero. It sounds like Via Hero. That's dope. Let me see. CNAs three, it's crazy, man. Simping, Cat Williams. You're hilarious, bro. What's going on, Swaggy? Um, Daniel Diaz, what up? Let me see. And Palace Kingpin says, but sometimes when you're well off, you know how the states is nowadays. No girl is really genuine anymore. It's like really considering dating pros or escorts or sugar babies. Like I said, uh when it comes to dating pros, right? Here's the thing about dating pros internationally. Like, pros in the States are not legal, so But here's the thing about dating pros internationally. If you have a pro who's a consistent pro you like going to because you know what it is, she knows what it is, but she gives you the girlfriend experience, right? She gives you the GFE, what they call it, the girlfriend experience. I don't see nothing wrong with continually going back and just enjoying the time. Like personally, look, I showed you guys one of the pros, and I'm not gonna point it out, but I showed you one of the guys on the pros. One of the girls that was a pro when I was in Medellin, Colombia, who I got from the club. We hung out all night, and she left in the morning. Price was right. Price was super right. Now the thing was like, she hits me up every now and then on the Instagram. If I go back, I would want to hang out with her again. Does that mean that that I'm in love with a pro? No. It just means I understand the quality of it. Now, would I be like showing her off? No, but maybe I would have it in my video. So it's relative. It really depends, man. It really depends. He says, Palace King says, because I'm not going to court a girl and date a girl who is promiscuously secretly. At least I know if I date an escort mentally, I know I just will have feelings for. I just don't have feelings. I might do it forever. Well, let me read this again. Because I know I'm not going to court a girl and date a girl who is promiscuous secretly. But how would you know if she's promiscuous secretly? That's what I'm saying. People got to understand the issue, in my perspective, the issue of when it comes to dating a woman in the entertainment industry is that her business is out there. That's the reason why people, like guys, usually feel subconscious or how do they feel? They feel I don't know what the word I'm trying to say right now is, but they feel bad dating a woman like that because her business is out there. But if it's secretly, how would you even know, man? Like, all right, Lou Trip says, sorry, it's off topic. He says, are you planning on traveling again? I'm going to Mexico this month. In like 2 weeks, I'm going to Mexico to Playa del Carmen and Tulum. So yeah, definitely. I go to Miami every other weekend. So I travel pretty much twice a month. Ahmed, yo, what's up? I went to Cartagena by myself for the first time ever and had a great time. Thanks and shout out to you. I told y'all, man. I told y'all. But man, you ain't fall in love over there, though, right? You ain't fall in love over there, right, man? But that's dope. That's dope, man. Grego, I appreciate the honesty. A lot of cool pros made it to these videos. Yes, there's a lot of. Oh man, part of the reason why we having this conversation now is because I feel as though men, and I know there might be some women in here too, but men, we don't have these conversations. A lot of us men either didn't have fathers or they didn't have fathers who traveled or who were moved like we move now because it's a different generation. The culture is different. The sexuality of this culture is different. So that a lot of our fathers, if we had fathers, or a lot of our male figures could not fathom how to express how to deal with the current dating society. And that's why I have these conversations. And that's why this is called millennial dating from the single man's perspective, because we communicate back and forth so that people can now see, listen, yo, we ain't got to just go look at pros in a disrespectful way. I mean, everybody's allotted to their own perspective. But when I look at pros as this is your job. This is what you do. Cool. If you do it good, I'm going to appreciate it. If you do it respectfully, I'm going to appreciate it. There's pros that do it just to make it a business and it was whack. But what I'm saying is that me personally, I wouldn't be able to be in a relationship with a pro or with a exotic dancer or with a OnlyFans woman. I wouldn't be able to be in a relationship with them, but I could clearly date them. I could clearly date them and be seen with them if they carry themselves in a respectful manner. Uh, and we almost over 30 minutes, so we're gonna get to Tinder swiping a little bit after this because I want to make this show. I try to keep this under an hour. Bro, I don't see the sense. I am a well. Oh man, bro, I don't see the sense. If I'm a well of a man who built myself to be waiting 5 weeks to 3 months of sex, I've never got a lot when I was younger, so I have it now. I can do a lot. I'm trying to understand it, man. Let me try it one more time. Read it. Hold up. Bro, I don't see the sense of it. Whatever. If I'm a well of a man who built myself to be waiting 5 weeks. Oh, shit, that's crazy in itself. Um, I'm never going to allow. I'm never going to allow when I was young. Uh, I'm trying to understand, but I guess first of all, the waiting 5 to 3 weeks things is nuts, bro. I mean, that's so nuts, bro. That's so old, bro. Honestly, three chances, man. First date, second date, third date. If we haven't started getting to that process of get, pro bono or bono by the third date, it's gone. It's a waste of time. I'm too old for this. Let me see. Content creators should capitalize off their pro or girlfriend experience by having them in the videos. Yes, not all, but some. Here's the thing: is the reason why that sometimes doesn't work though, because some guys they approach the pro situation in a disrespectful way, and that makes it harder for the woman to feel comfortable with being online. So whereas you might see some pros on my video, and people wonder, yo, how do you get these pros to be so comfortable looking on the video, looking at his camera and stuff? It's just the way that I approach them. I approach them with respect, and I get it back. Let me see. Yusuf gets, are you Arabic by any chance? Let me see. If you are, we said, okay. Um, don't know how much about Showround, but it looks interesting in some places. It sounds like Via Hero. All right, Buck Travel, what's going on, Buck Travel? Regular girls in the States have the same bodies counts as pros overseas. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But I understand the message behind it. But the direct words, I don't know. But I can understand the message behind that. He has a point. Shout out to Social Action. He called me. I can't answer right now. If you're in the room, I can't answer right now. Social Action. I'm actually on the live. D Smiles. Yo, Cartagena got the baddies. We know. But what's the best stuff to do that is non-pro related? D Smiles. If you mean activities wise, you got to watch the whole video for the Black Man's Guide, because a lot of people look at the Black Man's Guide to Cartagena and go straight to the girl part. But that's like 14 minutes into the video. The first 14-minute video of the video gives you a hell of a cultural experience. But it's so much stuff from the mudslide in Cartagena, from the mud volcano Cartagena, to cooking classes, to dancing lessons, to walking the cities within the wall cities, to it's so much stuff, man. It's so much stuff. Daniel Diaz, hey man, I'm in Medellin June 6th through 14th. What's up? Let's turn up. Oh, it's a lot of people going, man. Medellin is rocking right now. Even the Airbnbs in Medellin, this is high season. Even the Airbnbs in Medellin is raising their price $10, $20, $30 a night. It's getting packed over there. I know a lot of people over there right now, man. All right, so we're gonna hit this one up here. But what I want to do now is I want to swipe a little in Miami because I'm going down to Miami. Last time I went to Miami, it was cold, but this time is warm. This week is going to be warm. Shout out to DJ Chisel. He gave me the update. Hope you guys hit the like button, man. You know that helps the channel. So let's share the screen with you guys, man. I'm going to get y'all questions still, but let's share the screen. Let's see. Tinder. All right, we got Tinder rocking this time. All right. So we'll swipe on Tinder a little bit while we answer some questions also, and then like I said, if you guys got any questions, I'm getting blowing up on Tinder right now. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Pros in Latin America are really like girlfriends because the girls are genuine and honest and want to please you. It's a different cultural thing. You're right, Palace King. That's the feel. Even if she's a pro in Latin America, or I haven't been to Africa yet, but I hear it's the same in African countries also. They give you it's a different culture, so the way they treat you is gonna be different. It's better than dating a regular girl. I'll never say better, but it's different. Yeah, definitely with who don't value you. It is different. It's a big difference, man. I don't think there is a single man who wants something long term with a pro. All right, so here's Lou Trip. Dope, man. All right, let me break this down for you guys. How a man can see himself dating a pro, or even for all intents and purposes, a sex worker, right? Or like somebody who does cam or something like that. Let me break down what I believe the philosophy and the thought process behind dating a pro is. I'm a man. I'm focused on building my empire through money, through connections with loyalty with people, and through truth with women. I'm building my empire. I don't care what a woman does. I don't care who a woman sleeps with sexually. What I care about is her loyalty to me. If she's a pro and she's making money out there, if she breaks bread with me from the money she makes, and she's always home at a certain time, and now this is not how I feel. I'm just giving you the thought process behind how some guys can date pros. I'm giving you the thought process behind it. It's not what I'm saying I would do, but this is the thought process. So now I'm going to work. I'm making money. She's a pro. She's making money and bringing that money back to the pot. And I see her bringing the money back to the pot. I know she's home at this time. I know that she wears protection. I know that she and I have been together for a long period of time. Well, then I can look past the fact that it's just a sexual thing. Because maybe to me, it's more important to have loyalty and a woman who's bringing something to the table than to have a woman that's only sleeping with me. And that's why I said I can see how people can be in relationships and serious relationships with pros and cam girls and OnlyFans models, because the sex to that man may not be the thing that holds the relationship together. See, a lot of us men, I don't want to say we're over prideful, but we have a sense of pride where it's like, if I know my woman is getting having sex with another guy, if I know my woman is giving another man some top, right? It hurt in here somewhere. I don't know where that came from. Some of us don't have fathers. Some of us do have fathers. Some of us have a male figure. Some of us don't have male figures. But we all feel that pain, because the first thing we say if we find out our girl cheats on us, right, is, "But did you suck his?" Am I right? Come on, put a one in the room. Am I right? Am I right? I mean, most of us are still going to leave, because we as men know that if a woman cheats on a man, it is an emotional thing, not just a sexual thing. For a man to cheat on a woman, 90% of the time is a sexual thing. We don't really care. We don't have no emotion. But put a one in the room if the first thing you ask a woman, if she says, "Baby, I love you to death and I'll do anything for you. I give you all my money so you can show how we're gonna spend it together. You run my life, but I had a slip up and I cheated on you." What's the first thing you say? "But did you suck his?" Every single time, bruh. I don't know where it's from. We come from all different walks of life, and every single time that's the first question. So when it comes to most men having the power to date a pro, it's going to be impossible. But I can understand those men that are able to. A man says, "Nah, no love out here." I watch a Cartagena video, guy. Nice. Every day for like 6 months. Good. So you didn't end up with the bad one. The bouncers didn't allow me in Dolce Vita for some reason. Wow. But I was let in space. Wow, that's crazy. It might have been just that night. Hopefully you went to Delirium, because Delirium be jumping too. 56 people in the room. Hope you hit the like button. How hard is it to meet non-pros in Colombia? Seems like the ones I meet on dating apps are all pros. Here's the thing. When it comes, let me swipe a little bit too. When it comes to meeting pros in Colombia, we have to talk about two different parts. I'm going to talk about two different parts or three different parts. You got Barranquilla, the places I've been. Barranquilla, you got Medellin, and you got Cartagena. When it comes to meeting, we got a match, little thicky. When it comes to meeting pros in Cartagena, when it comes to meeting women in Cartagena, my experience was that a lot of them were pros. Even though I speak Spanish, my experience was that a lot of them were pros. The issue with that is that if you don't speak Spanish, you're going to have a hard time coming against women that's not pros, because they can't connect with you on any level. So they can't connect with you on any level. They're going to try to connect with you on the money level. So that's in Cartagena. And Medellin, oh shucks, let's go back to her. And Medellin, it's pretty much Fayetteville. Okay, she might be in Miami. And Medellin is pretty much more non-pros than pros in Medellin. You just have to know how to move around, man. A lot of the parts is gonna okay, we're gonna get back to her. A lot of the stuff is going to depend on you. Oh, it sucks. A lot of the stuff is going to depend on you speaking Spanish, but it definitely is it's not a thing to find non-pros in Medellin. Barranquilla is going to be way more non-pros than pros. So it really depends what parts of Colombia you're in. Let's see. What I was saying was that I never got girls when I was younger, so I'm enjoying the pros now. Yes, it's all love, man. Like I said, I can never respect a guy for downing another guy for what he chooses to do when he travels. You choose to be with pros, cool. You choose to be with non-pros, cool. Neither one makes you better than the other person. And like I said, we all come from different walks of life, so man, I respect it, man. Let's see. Okay. I think Palace Kingpin is saying, yeah, he broke it down. You always kick the real. Listen, I'm just giving you guys my perspective. Nothing is not 100%, but I'm giving you my perspective. You're honest, bro. And at the end of the day, most guys want a girlfriend experience with a porn star. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. Like even certain places, I think that's one of the reasons why. And I haven't been to Sosua yet. I haven't been to DR yet, but I think that's one of the reasons why I'm holding off on going to DR right now, or going back to DR and going to Sosua for the first time, because if I'm going to deal with a pro, I don't want a pro that's going to give me this is my job thing. I don't want that. I like the girlfriend experience. I like being able to talk. I like being able to hang out with. Speaking of Sosua, the man himself has entered the building. Earn money. What's going on? What it do? How you living in the Sosua? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. How the DR going, man? High value, man. Yeah. Capricorn Way, what's going on? He says, just use mouthpiece. They're cool with WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp is it. WhatsApp is it. To be honest, it's all mental. If you think of yourself as a high value, even if the pro has game, she will bow to you. That's a good point. If you allow you to think of yourself like those power books teach you, mind power. Yeah, definitely, man. Exactly, Lou Trip. That's what I was saying, man. Listen, the first thing we ask, dating sugar babies is better long term. At least she will date you alone. I don't know if that's true, man. I don't know if that's true. Me personally, I can't really give you an experience on that because I've never dated a sugar baby. I'm not against it. Yeah, maybe I am. I don't know. For me, it's not for me. Some things I'm not against. Like I'm not against pros, but a sugar baby is not for me. Not yet. Maybe when I get older. I don't know. I can see the point of it, but just not for me. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I'm Arabic, so my skin is dark brown. Should I be worried if I go to Colombia? No. Will I struggle to find women? No. Will I struggle to get into places like Dolce Vita? No. If anything, if your English is as good as our English, sometimes maybe they may take you as a Black United States citizen, and you might have a little bit easier time than you would think. But nah, you won't have. I seen Indian, or not Native American. I seen Indian guys in Dolce Vita partying when I was there before. I seen I don't know if I've seen Arabic. It's a little bit difficult to tell Arabic at night, but I mean I seen a lot of Indian guys there. So yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think he'll be fine too. Social light skin in the building. Yes. I suggest Bumble for anybody in Latin America. Best unkept secret. Yo, I literally realized Bumble actually works overseas in Latin America last year. Mind you, I've been on Bumble for like 10 years, or for like 5 to 6 years. But I didn't even think about using it overseas. But last year, when I went to Mexico, it was working. I was like, oh, this is crazy. It's just that Bumble, you have to wait for the woman to respond to you. So you got to really pregame with Bumble at least a month in advance to get some stuff on the road, man. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. You got it, man. I'm living in Santo Domingo. But he's in the Sasua right now. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay. I understand Earn Money because right now it is Super Bowl weekend. Now, Super Bowl weekend is big in Sasua from what I've been seeing. I can only go by what I see because I have not been to Sasua and I definitely haven't been to Super Bowl weekend. But from watching TaylorMade, watching Flip Flop, watching old Barber World TV videos, checking Effect, bro, Super Bowl weekend is big. So I understand why you're in the Sasua right now, man. 2 questions. Con Crazy says, 1, could we get a Cali Colombia guide? Eventually, I do want to go back to Colombia. When they get better on the vaccination rules or the PCR test rules, then when even the test to get back into the States rules, then my next trip will most likely be Cali because I've been to Medellin, been to Barranquilla, been to, it's either gonna be Cali or Bogota. And number 2, what is the average price you would spend on a non-pro? Wait, what? /pro. Okay, so it depends. Every location is different. Barranquilla is probably the least expensive I've been to so far. I hear Cali might be even least expensive than Barranquilla, but it depends. If I'm in Barranquilla, maybe $40. If I'm in Cartagena, lowest. All right, so if I'm in Barranquilla, we're gonna talk about these are the move. No, the average price. The average. All right, Barranquilla about maybe like $40. Cartagena, you may right now with the inflation, you may be looking at like $60, maybe $65. You might be able to get something for $50, but and Medellin, it depends because if you go to a casa, you can get something for like $15. You can even get something for less than $10 if you don't care about the quality of the casa. But a quality casa, you can get something for like $15 to $25 or $20 to $25. So that's pretty much that right there. Aloha, mahalo, man, mahalo. By the what's up, man? UPS Dave out here in Hawaii. Mahalo, my bro. How old are you, by the way, and when did you start traveling? I am 37 years old. I started traveling when I was 18, just going to Florida and within other places within the United States. At 24, I started going internationally. My first place was DR. Since then, I've been to a bunch of different places. You can see it on my page. You see how the media is affecting these girls worldwide? Men all over the world are turning to Asia and Latin America for better women. It isn't as much as the media as far as men going online and seeing other men enjoying themselves. And that right there, and not being stressed like sometimes they are in the States. Now, by no means am I saying that all women or even the majority of women, by no means am I saying the majority of women in the States are stressful. They're not. It hasn't been my experience. It really depends on your individual experience. However, I will say with a clear conscience that it's less likely for me to be stressed overseas. Whether I haven't been to Asia yet, whether I go to Colombia, Brazil, Dominican Republic, Costa Rica, Trinidad, it's far less because their culture is different. So, I don't think it's the media. The Capricorn Way, what's going on, man? 48 minutes, and let me swipe some more real quick. Boom, 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 boom. We'll swipe some more real quick. Oh my goodness, why would you do that to yourself? I mean, I guess you want to show the funny side of you, I guess, but no, that don't work for me. Let's see. Okay, I see you. I mean, Miami picking up. Last week it was kind of bad, but Miami picking up. Okay, where you at? Oh, okay. Let me see. That means people giving you super likes. I'm gonna hold off on that. Boca Raton. Oh, okay, Darky. Okay, I like her. South Africa. Oh, no, South Florida. Oh, my fault. Okay, I like her. Let me get back to. Oh, look, got Leah. Look, I like that. Let me go back. He said, "Man, look at some of y'all in this chat. Need to leave an American mindset on a plane. If you see something you like, hell, holla. That's why you're traveling. You don't need to spend lots of money on women. Yeah, you're right. But like I said, whatever helps a person. Because here's the thing, man. Everybody presumes that everybody has the same ability, but everyone doesn't have the same ability. The ability is based on how you grew up. So I would not feel comfortable telling someone who hasn't spent their whole life talking to women, getting turned down, and feels more comfortable with themselves that, hey, don't go over there and spend money. Just talk to them, because they may not have been turned down as many times as I've been turned down in my life. So they might not have the confidences to just go up to a woman. So if this little bit of $40 helps you get to where I'm at with this, go ahead, man. Joe Montana, Flyboy, rate the girls you swiping on Tinder. What's your most brutal rejections? Has to be Flyboy. Rate the girls you swiping on Tinder. It takes too long to rate them. And what are your most brutal rejections? Has to be really bad for it to be funny. Bruh. Oh man, I had a girl give me play. Matter of fact, even with I had women give me play in person, right? I don't know if they was just doing it for my ego to make me feel good, and they give me the wrong number, like the complete wrong number. To you reached a number that's been disconnected. God damn, like I was suave. I've had women who I met in person from online, and just wow, man, just not even. It's a lot to it, man. Earn money. Super Bowl weekend is stupid. Oasis. Welcome to the candy shop. Yeah, I know, man. I mean, I remember seeing some YouTube videos about Super Bowl weekend in Sasua, and it looked it. Wow, man. Here's the thing I'm going to say though, and this is my opinion. I have not, once again, I've not been to Sasua. I've been to DR 3 times. I have not been to Sasua or Puerto Plata. But my preference, sometimes I'll be watching these women and guys be soup because they got a big butt in the DR, but some of them be super sloppy. I be like, when I say sloppy, I mean sloppy bodies. I'm like, you got the super butt, but super sloppy. It's just, this is my opinion, man. This is my opinion. Yep, exactly, Scorpion. Motivational moments. Way less likely to be stressed overseas. Yep, facts. Leave the United States stuff behind, money throwing, simping. Like I said, Capricorn way, I mean, I tell people that's not what I consider the best way to do it for myself. But if you want to do whatever you want to do, just do it, man. You know, it's not gonna move. It's not gonna move my needle. Pause. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Kings and Dreams. Okay, we rounding it up. We wrapping it up. We're gonna do another swiping. We'll go to 1 hour and then we hit it. We got 69 people in the room, 70. Hit me up. Hit a like on the way out or the way in. Men, just on your purpose. Men, just on your purpose. Just understand that women are hypergamous, and the modern day women empowerment has gone too far, which is why men are going overseas and to find traditional women. I'll say I'll take it a little bit further, but probably bring it back at the same time. It's not as much as what women are doing, as much as it is as the government of the United States and the culture of the United States is promoting it and making it possible. Like if you took a lot of, like, some women that have some modern women in the United States and you put them in another state and they thought they would be able to get away with the same stuff, they wouldn't, because that culture would cease that from happening. So it's not just that the women want to do it in the States, but that it's allowed by the culture. It's allowed and not allowed, just allowed, but it's promoted by the culture of the United States. It's promoted by the government of the United States. Like I just found out yesterday, shout out to KJ Foster. I just found out yesterday on Monday, that in Kenya, women can't even own property. You get what I'm saying? It's a different culture. And in Kenya, which is in Africa, women can't own property. And in Saudi Arabia, women cannot vote. It's a lot of stuff that, it's just different cultures. Now, me personally, I don't really care about any of that. Whatever you want to do is good for you. I don't care. You want to vote. You want to own property. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that. I see it as being, I'm going to say good or bad. I'm going to say I don't have an issue with it. But to know that other countries have these strict measures against this occurring other places only makes it more possible that no matter how much people go to these countries and throw money in the air, no matter how much they overpay for this stuff, everybody worries about passport pookie, no matter how much all this stuff goes down, it's not going to change because the culture of these countries are not allowing it. So no matter how much, and you know, even though everybody wants to blame, here's the thing: a lot of people blame black people because us black people are the ones that are the majority of showing on YouTube, showing people different ways of life. That's why it was easy. I think a lot of people, you know, not a lot of people, a lot of blacks blame blacks. But honestly, like none of that is affecting it, man. We don't go over there by the numbers. Only 17% of black people travel. Of that 17%, only like only 8% of that 17% or 6% of that 18% is men. So 6% of one culture is not going to change another culture. Let's just do the numbers. But you know, it is what it is to everybody. You know what I mean? Swipe a little bit more. We got about 5 minutes left. If you got any questions, make sure you guys ask them because when that 5 minute hits, we going out of here, baby. But once again, overall, like I said, it's possible to date pros. It's possible to date bottle girls. It's going to be a lot difficult. Like I said, bottle girls are going to be at the top of the difficult list. Oh, jeez. Gee, you might get the super like. What you talking about? But marketer, Jen Solitaire, single, doesn't have kids. Let me see what she's saying. I like this one, but it doesn't look like you're in Florida. But I'm gonna give you super like anyway. I got 3 more, right? 2 more left. Oh, I got 2 more left. All right. And this is definitely a Miami picture right here. Okay. Oh, whoa, baby. Wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute, baby. I think that's Miami. It looks like Miami. Because I don't think so. Let me see. Where's she at? So I am a woman. I know what I want. I'm single. I'm 26 years old. I do not have any children. Future journalist. She's in Miami until from February to March. Oh, super like. She got an Instagram, but we're gonna super like that. 1 more left. All right. All right. I'm gonna get to y'all comments. Like I said, we're gonna end this at 1 hour. Let me see. Earn Money says wrong at the Flyboy way. You need to be here, not on the YouTube videos. Oh, so you saying that people on YouTube they only recording the ones with the sloppy bodies? Not everybody. A lot of videos I've seen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to eventually go to Sasua when I get older, like when I get my 40s or something, probably. But just from now, that's I'm just giving my perspective of what I've been seeing. How can I get my Tinder profile to be more popping? My Tinder profile, I can't tell you how to get more popping, but I can tell you my Tinder profile has me and my travels because women love a man that travels because it shows mysteriousness or adventure. It also shows that, you know, I have a job, I work, I have my Instagram profile on it, and I actually have women I have my interactions with women on my Instagram photo. I mean, on my Tinder profile because then it shows that listen, there are other women that like me, and it shows me in real life. It's because Tinder allows you to make videos now or use videos now. Boca Chica is the best place. Nothing like Sasua. Are there less simps in other countries, and why do you think simping a problem is here? I don't really define people as simps, but I don't know. It depends what your definition of simping is, actually. Kings of Dream, that's a good point. Earn Money, appreciate it. I know spots in Santo Domingo where I can get play in the area. Okay. Chad, that 6% isn't all straight dudes. Chad, even a less, that's what I'm saying. There's never been, and I'm gonna repeat, because from my research, I was gonna say never, I have yet to see anything in history where the minority control what happened with the majority of things. Nowhere. So you telling me at least 6%, and they might not all be heterosexual men. 6% of men travel to a country, and they're not all traveling to the same country. Just travel with the passport. You telling me that 6% could change how a whole culture is? It's just not logical, man. It's just not logical. But everybody, everybody rather argue or, point the finger than try to be the change they want to see. Not everybody, but the majority of people who complain. Fresh, even if I'm well off in Miami, I still have Miami just different. Before I read the rest of this, and we're over an hour, so this is gonna be the last two comments. Hold up. And we'll close in it right now. Listen, before I read the rest of this, man, Miami just different, bro. Miami's not New York. Miami's not LA. Miami's not Chicago. Miami's not Las Vegas. Miami's not Texas. Shoot, Miami's not even Florida. I'm telling you, I've been there a year. Miami is not even Florida. So we can't even put Miami in any category to understand what you got to do. But he says, even if I'm well off in Miami, I still have to compete with rappers, etc. The bad club strippers have so much requirements to talk to them that even if I have money, you have to be mentally tough to win. Wait, to win what? To win. Oh, tough to win rap. It's Miami. Because Miami, man. That's all I can say. Because Miami, man. Ain't no way around it, man. I don't want to say all women. There's a lot. There's a lot of women in Miami that want the Miami South Beach lifestyle. They want to be in the dope car. Even you can have a dope car, right? You can have a Bentley, right, in Miami. But if you're not known, it's cool. But if you go to the club, you can pop all the bottles. But if you're not known, So it's not that they just want the rappers. They want the notoriety for being with you. And I'm not saying that's all Miami women, but it's a high percentage. It's a high percentage. Different now. Bitches be shopping. I hear you, Bobby. And have you seen any Asian American guys when you travel? Of course, man. Of course, like I said, especially when I go to Cartagena. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Like I said, we just wanted to get that. I just want to get that topic off because it was getting to me that, like, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I don't understand how you could date a bottle girl, date a pro." I'm like, well, you actually can. It just comes with a lot of stuff. I don't know how you could date a girl who has an OnlyFans. Well, you can. It just depends what she's doing on OnlyFans. Everything has its own dependency. Everything has its own variable, which makes something possible. But overall, yes, you don't get decredited because the girl you're walking down the street where you're courting is just an exotic dancer. But you'll get decredited if she's a jump off that everybody knows or a pro that everybody knows. It's factors to it, man. It's factors to it. And check out Orlando next. It's more than just next best kept secret, more than just Disney. Like I said, this year I'm going to try to get to Tampa. I'm going to try to do more Fort Lauderdale, and I'm going to try to do maybe Orlando. But it really depends. I don't know how this year goes. We got to see how the stuff goes. But I appreciate everybody coming in the room. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. It'll probably be Friday because we going to South Beach. Peace.